This is with Anna 7, and the following story was sent to me as a personal account, and I am sharing it exactly as it was told, without changing the details. Do not skip this, because the moment I ignored what my GPS was telling me, everything started repeating itself, and I realized I was not going forward anymore. My name is Michael, and this happened during a work trip about a year ago, and I still think about it because I cannot fully explain what went wrong that night. I was traveling alone by car between two cities for work. It was a normal drive, something I had done many times before. The road was long, mostly empty, and it was late at night, probably around midnight or a bit after. Everything was fine at the beginning. I had music on the radio, and the road was clear, no traffic, just headlights and empty highway. And nothing about that night felt unusual at first. After about an hour, I noticed something strange. The GPS on my phone started acting a bit weird. It was still showing the right route, but the voice kept cutting in and out, and sometimes it repeated instructions a second too late. I thought it was just a signal issue, so I ignored it and kept driving. But a few minutes later, it happened again, in a way that felt more noticeable, like the system was slightly out of sync. Then I reached a stretch of road that felt different, not visually, but in atmosphere. It was darker than the rest, even though the headlights worked fine. There were no street lights, just empty road and fields on both sides, and complete silence outside the car. This is where the first strange moment happened. I passed a road sign that I clearly remember reading as saying about 40 kilometers to the next exit. But after driving for what felt like too long, I saw the same sign again. Exactly the same position, same text, same damage on the metal frame, like nothing had changed. At first I thought maybe I had missed a turn, or the road looped slightly, but the GPS still showed I was going straight. I kept driving and tried to stay calm, but the feeling started to grow that something was off, not dangerous, just wrong in a way I could not explain. About 20 minutes later, I noticed something else. My fuel gauge dropped faster than it should have been. It was not normal, but still enough to reach the next station. So I continued. But now I was paying more attention to everything. Then the road became even emptier. No cars at all, no lights. Just long, straight asphalt disappearing into darkness, and a silence that felt heavier than usual. I decided to stop for a moment at a small rest area ahead. There was only one other car parked there, engine off. No lights inside, no movement at all. I stopped as well, mostly to check my phone and understand where I was, because at that point, I was starting to feel slightly disoriented. When I got out of the car, everything felt very quiet, almost too quiet. No wind, no insects, no distant traffic, just a heavy stillness that did not feel normal. I checked my phone again, and the GPS was still glitching. But now it showed something strange. It said I was farther from my destination than when I had started the trip, which made no sense at all. I remember standing there trying to understand it when I noticed the other car again. The driver was inside, but not moving. No lights, no sound, just sitting still facing forward like he had been there for a long time. I did not approach. I just felt uncomfortable and decided to leave immediately. When I got back on the road, things seemed normal again for a short while. But after that, I noticed I was passing the same type of road markers again, like I was looping through sections I had already seen. I started feeling tired very suddenly, like my focus was slipping, even though I was fine before. And that is when I decided to pull over and wait until morning. I stopped near a small service station that was finally open. There were people inside, normal lights, normal sounds, and that immediately made me feel better. I asked the attendant how far I was from the next city, and he looked at me strangely and said I had already been driving in circles on that road for hours, and that other drivers sometimes report the same thing. He told me the road is known locally for causing people to lose track of distance, especially at night when traffic is low. I checked my phone again, and all my data suddenly corrected itself. The route looked normal again. The distance matched what it should have been from the start. I stayed there until sunrise, and then continued my trip without any more issues. To this day, I cannot explain what happened. Maybe it was a GPS error, maybe fatigue, maybe something about that road at night. But I still remember passing that same sign twice in the dark, and feeling like the road itself was repeating. So if you want more real, unexplained experiences like this, with Anna 7, make subscribe and turn on notifications for the next story.